Welcome to Module 2, Ethics Students. Module 1 really established the foundation for everything we're going to do for the rest of the semester. We played around with the definition of ethics and morality, and we kind of agreed we're just going to use them interchangeably, just like our textbook does. We also explored what it means to be an ethical communicator. We can kind of recognize when someone's not being ethical, but it's a little hard to actually pinpoint what makes someone ethical versus unethical in their communication constructs. And then we also did some intense, in-depth personal reflection by playing around with all of the factors that have influenced how we view the world in terms of right versus wrong, good versus bad, ethical, unethical, moral, immoral, and we did that through the identity ingredients assignment that was due last night. So now we're ready to actually jump in and really break down the communication discipline into sub-disciplines and apply ethics, sort of apply the study of sort of right versus wrong, good versus bad. So the rest of the class is divided into different communication sub-disciplines. We are going to do group communication, we're going to do org-com, interpersonal, gender, social media, all sorts of different areas of the communication discipline. But there's no better place to start than by taking a look at political communication and political rhetoric. Trump was just inaugurated last week, and I don't think I can remember a time when the word ethics has been thrown around so much by the media. So we're going to start with Trump, we're going to start with politics, and we're going to apply what we learned this week using Trump and everything happening as a case study. So I've got a couple of readings posted for you, and you're also going to be reading the text. As you go through the text, I want you to pay close attention to Wallace and the idea he proposes for these four core fundamental values that are basic to the welfare of any political system. We are a democracy. We live by the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights, which provides this basic framework of government power, but also right versus wrong, good versus bad, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, those types of things, which absolutely influence ethics and ethical communication. I also want you to pay attention to all of the content related to truthfulness in public communication, because Trump certainly has given us a lot to consider there, especially with everything happening over the weekend when one of his main advisors talked about alternative facts. So lots of good discussion to be had there. So the questions are already posted for you in the discussion forums. Remember, we are going to try small group discussion threads and promote interaction more intensely, between you and your peers. So make sure you look for your assigned discussion group. Make sure you post your big prompt by Wednesday and then 2 follow-up postings by Sunday, and then you'll have an entire week to do research and pick an area that you want to explore a little bit more in depth through the case study. I've given you some ideas for what might make a case study, but I mean, Trump has given us everything from the use of the word, pussy, nasty woman, bimbo, his commander in tweet type of communication strategy that he's employed, and the relationship with the media certainly does give us a lot to consider. So I look forward to seeing how the discussion goes this week. If you need anything, please shoot me an email. Otherwise, let's kick off this discussion and explore political communication and political rhetoric.